Hi, my name is JD and today I'm just going to be revealing all the things that I used for the previous video. So let's see if anybody guessed it right. So what I actually used was the guitar, not this guitar, no it wasn't this guitar, Boss Noise Suppressor, which I always use. That went into the KHTK Ghoul Screamer, so I was using that as an overdrive because it is an overdrive pedal. I'll put the settings that I used on screen, and that went into the Boss OD200, which is a hybrid drive pedal, so it's got overdrives and it's got distortions. So I was basically using it as a preamp. So I was using the distortion setting. I'll try and put on screen what that is supposed to be mimicking or what it's replicating. And I'll try and put the what I used on screen, but I had the level at 12, the drive at 12. The low was at about 10 o'clock, and the middle was actually about 1 o'clock, and the highs were about 12. Now I had the lows quite low because in the effects loop I had the Amp-Tweaker Depth Finder, which is the resonance and presence from a 5150. So I'll put a picture of them on screen, and that was running into the Freight power station, just the line in. So I was just using the power station as a power amp, and that was just mic'd up with, I think it was the Friedman 2x12 with the V30s, SM57 and the Neumann TLM 102. So that was basically the whole signal chain, obviously going into the my preamp and the audio interface. But I thought it sounded good. I had to do quite a bit of EQing to try and get it to sound a bit better. In fairness to me as well, I never really dialed it in. I mean, it's a pedal. I just got a decent sound that I thought was okay, and I just went with it and recorded it. And I think it turned out really, really good. I think I would use that for recording. So I'm using this guitar today, and this is what it sounds like. I'm using the same setup. I think I've altered the settings on the Boss OD200 and the KHTK Ghoul Screamer, but I think it sounds really, really good. I mean, I think that sounds really, really good. I'll just mess with a couple of the settings just so we can see what kind of tones we can get. So first I'll mess with the depth on the power station, because I think with a lot of solid state or whatever you would class this as, it doesn't have that, I'm going to use girth, that balls of Alvan, but maybe adding a bit of the depth, and I'll try and use some on the Amp-Tweaker as well. See if we can get it to sound a bit more valve-like. That might be a bit too much. So the depth's on about 1 o'clock now, and that sounds okay. So I'll mess with the KHTK Ghoul Screamer. I'm going to turn the tone knob down. mean, what can I say? It sounds really, really good. I'll mess with the Boss OD200 now. Now the thing with this, because it's kind of like a distortion pedal, it can get shit quite quick. So I'll turn the drive up and you'll hear it. Now, it doesn't sound too bad in here, but there's a lot of distortion on that. And a bit more. Oh, yeah, noisy now. Put the clip in, that's way too much. So I'll put the drive back down to about 12 o'clock and I'll turn the mids all the way down. This is going to sound scooped. Turn the mids up a bit. Turn them lows up. Ooh, goddamn. That is clipping straight away. You can get a lot of low end out of this pedal. I mean, it sounds really good. Don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, there you go. It you can get great sounds out of a lot of equipment. So I don't know what this proves, but maybe, I don't know, it just adds to more of the rabbit hole of going into finding tone. Because now all I'm thinking is, yeah, it's not the best tone in the world, but what if you blended it with a real valve amp? Maybe just put it down the middle, or have the valve amps 100 either side and add this 80 either side, but the volume's reduced. Maybe use this sound with the Friedman 2x12 and then use a real amp with the greenbacks. I think the possibilities are just endless, and I think this is part of the problem of trying to find tone, is there's just that many variables that you can just go down a rabbit hole. I mean, a good rabbit hole. It's good to try and find these things, but I think once you find a decent tone, it's good. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.